everybody. We got 10 minutes to game time. Let's all gather round.
Oh, buddy. How about 10 out of 10 rookie Austin Wells for the pinstripes?
Nice. Very cool.
Shout out to Arturo Cotto, a resident Yankees fanatic in the house. Beautiful.
Get ready for the hottest new cards in the world. Sizzling new for 92. Donruss, a radical redesign with action so big, back so bold, rookie and elite cards so great, they're almost too hot to handle. The sizzling new 92 Donruss cards. They're turning the collecting world upside down.
Nice catch. Make them up, Mike.
No one packs excitement like Donruss.
Shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's awesome.
Orale Bateau.
That's amazing.
And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Damn. 21 out of 25 on the Orale, Johnny Bench, and Ellie. That's what I'm saying, good sirs. Thank you, thank you.
Is that a throuple?
That's a thruple on a card, that's right. Oh, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junkwax nasty. Buddy. Holy guacamole. Damn. That pays for your entire order. Done. That is a super short print on-card auto Jackson Churio. Damn, brother.
The pitch. And a high drive. Hit back into deep right field. Junior has just knocked the door down to the 500 club. A high drive into the lower deck and right. Number 30 touches them all. And boy, what a Father's Day gift for Senior. The dugout empties as he rounds third, getting the glad hand from Mark Berry. Greeted at home plate by Adam Dunn. Now Jason LaRue, followed by Sean Casey. And each of them will get a piece of Ken Griffey Jr. before he gets back into the dugout, hitting his 500th home run to right field. Leading off this sixth inning, and last but not least, manager Dave Miley. And now Junior running down toward the area where his mom and dad sit, and he is there with his father for a big Father's Day hug. What a scene this is here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Looking for his youngsters, and Trey, his oldest, comes up. They're all down there, his wife Melissa. What a scene. Junior doffs his helmet to the crowd, and what an ovation they give him here in St. Louis.
It is a 1 of 1. Adley Rushman.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Game used. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. That is absolutely beautiful. Shout out to the kid, Adley Rushman.
That's a cool one.
That is magnificent.
That's really cool.
All right, pobrecito Altuvito. John McDonald. Holy shiitake mushrooms.
Is that Bo Jackson?
Junkwax nasty.
Nice.
Bo frickin' Jackson.
Hell yeah.
Not Cocoa Crisp.
I mean, heck.
Want to make a trade? I need your Buster Posey Tops card. What you got? I'll trade you. You for Matt Cain? Ortiz and Pedroia? Come on, Mike Trout All-Star card.
I've got an idea.
You collected two?
This is gonna get the deal done.
1969 Johnny Bench All-Star rookie?
Deal. Rediscover Tops.
How about Zandy Bogarts? Shout out
nice.
to our Dutch brother Renanker from
Numbered at
the
25.
Netherlands. That is number 19 out of 25, Zandy Bogarts. We're going to party like it's 19 out of 25.
Now, going upper deck means more ways to get in the game. More players in every pack means more chances to collect and win. And a cool Star Quest foil card in every pack gets you into more games at UpperDeckKids.com. With 18 cards in every new Upper Deck pack, there's more ways to get in the game.
Lots more.
Get a parent's permission before going online. Go to UpperDeckKids.com for details.
And get more than lucky.
Another Oriole. Colton Cowser.
Nice.
Rookie.
It's pretty.
Auto. 225.
Those are some real relics.
Aren't they awesome?
Yeah.
Gosh, these are sick.
So cool.
12 out of 25. Sleeve up the Acuna. What? I am literally crying right now. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Number to 75. Julio Rodriguez on card auto. Ah! Holy shiitake mushrooms! Amazing! Oh my gosh! My friends, my head is gonna explode! The man. The myth. The pool hose.
Oh, nice.
Future Hall of Famer.
That's
14 out of 30 on the gold framed.
It is second down and 12. Seattle at the Bears 32. Largen in motion. Craig for Largen. He is open. Diving catch to the 2-yard line. $29-yard gain.
What a grab by Steve Largen. Excellent as he goes in on the post and then back to the corner. He beat inside-outside coverage. Todd Bell and Frazier went back to the corner. And watch this. You talk about timing your leap perfectly. Steve Largen now 95 straight games that he has made a pass reception. And the Seahawks are down to the 2.5-yard line.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Junkwax nasty. Congratulations, felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. What? 1 of 1. Mookie freaking Betts.
Hello, you know us. We're a Major League Baseball team.
But since we haven't won a pennant in over 30 years, nobody recognizes us, not even in our own hometown.
That's why we carry the American Express card.
No matter how far out of first we are, it's cool. You know, it keeps us from getting shut out at our favorite hotels and restaurant-type places.
So you're looking for some big league clout. Apply for that little green home run heater.
Look what it's done for us. People still don't recognize us, but
We're contenders now.
The American Express card. Don't steal home without it.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. On opening day, an absolutely beautiful Michael Jordan SP1. Love it. There we go, my friends. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to see that. Feel. Oh, wow. Junkwax nasty. Oh my Lanta. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 2024 Rookie of the Year, Louis Gill, numbered.
Brian Smith with his blades, slicing through the scene. Wax-packed dreams, a cardboard fiend. Marquise, not Marquise. Got that finesse, flipping cards, sharp minds, he's breaking the stress. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits, dreamers collide. In the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide. Melody's got that hockey, Gretzky on ice. She knows the rare pulls, the cards are precise. Rachel stacks her deck, pulling breaks with flair. The vintage wave rising, the community's care. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits, dreamers collide. In the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide. Boxes stacked like skyscrapers high. Trading tales of rookies who fly. A gem in 10 or a cornered crease. Every card's a journey, a masterpiece. Underneath the gloss lies the heart and soul, the thrill of the hunt, that collector's goal. Brian, Mark, Melody, Rachel on call. Together we rise, cause the hobby's for all.
Well, good morning, you legends. Hi. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Damn good to see ya. Gotta love the new song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Good to see you, Jim. Good to see you, J-Rod, my second favorite J-Rod, first favorite Jared. What's up, gentlemen? Chito Vera, buenos dias, hermano. Jeffro Toll, my brother from another mother. Damn good to see you, buddy. And hey, guess what, Jeffro? Got a little surprise for you this morning. Not really a surprise, but what you have already seen. I should say it that way. We got our slabs back, my friends, if you can see them right up here on the table. And Mr. Behrman Sr., we missed you so much, you legend. Good morning, you handsome son of a gun. Great to see you, buddy. Hope you had a wonderful vacation. Don't you ever leave us for that long again. Ever. I'm just kidding, buddy. You deserve every bit of that vacation. I'm glad you got some time off. All right, folks. Well, let me tell you, we have a thick with 6 C's Tuesday morning this morning. We have got a lot to get into, my dear friends, and I missed you so much. So we had a heck of a weekend over here. I will always be transparent with you. We got a lot of stuff moved over to the new house. I got a good jump on the new studio. Ridiculously excited to show you what we have got cooking over there. Buenos dias, Senor Mendoza. Good to see you, Kyle Willard. Good morning, my San Antonio hermano. Mark, what's up, big man? Hope you're having a good morning there, our favorite wheels in the family. Oh, no worries, Mr. Behrman. I got you, brother. Well, good to know you are here, even if you're not chatting. There you go, Jeffro. I can't hardly wait to show you. But, my dear friends, you know what we must do on this terrific Tuesday morning? We got to start this show the best way we know how. You know. Shout out to the nectar of life. Some of that spicy water. Good morning, Kevin Ward. How you doing, big man? We got a couple of legendary Wards in the chat this morning, I think. Johnny Ward, if you're here, you handsome son of a gun, good morning. And that is correct, Jeffro. You're 8.5 in the flesh. That is the very first 8.5 that I have ever gotten from PSA. Fun fact. There you go, Jeffro. You always got to be special, don't you? I'm just kidding. Good morning, Uncle Smitty. Yay. Mr. Kenyon, top of the morning to you, my brother. Hope we all had a wonderful weekend. You know I did. It was a busy one, not gonna lie to you. I am sore in places I did not know I even had. Cheers. I thought I was in shape. And then you try moving stuff. That is correct, Jeffro. You're the only one. You're like the McLeod of 8.5s. Well, good morning. All right, folks, we got to bust out some TikTok chat here. Give me just a second. Give me just a moment here, folks. That's better. Good, good, good. Excellent. Question. I think Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko is asking who Brian was. That is Mr. Brian Smith, who is here at every single show. That is who Brian is. If you have any more questions there, Scotty, please feel free to hit me with it. I'm happy to help. There you go, Johnny Ward. Good morning, Boston Bill Cormier. Excellent to see you, buddy. Uncle Smitty. There you go, bud. Thank you. Ryan Fenger, good morning. Cincy Steve, happy Tuesday, legend. That is correct, Mikey. Yep. Brian Smith is also known as Go Rocks. Correctamundo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not noticed, we have a full break. Oh, heck yes, we do. It is a third iteration of our 2024 Panini Select Baseball. So we're going to bust into that little bad boy this morning. 'Cause busting makes me feel good. You already know. Thank you so much, Mikey, for dropping the break info in the chat, you legend. That is super helpful. Good morning, James Reinhart, you handsome son of a gun. My fellow chef. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, good to see you, Mikey, too. Mr. Koba gracing us with his presence on this terrific Tuesday morning. Damn good to see you. Damn good to be seen. I hope we all had a wonderful weekend. So, folks, we got to bust into slabs this morning. We have a slab reveal. We have a wild card hobby box to bust into for Mr. Behrman Sr. Ridiculously excited for that one. It is our very first wild card matte hobby box. So I'm pretty stoked. That one's going to be fun. And thank you, Mr. Behrman, for snagging that down from the shop. I appreciate you. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if it is your very first time here this morning, welcome. Hi, my name is Dalen, also known as Junkwax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, starting your morning the right way with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always a lot of laughs. Typically at my expense, and I would have it no other way. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to bust into our very first pack of juicy Junkwax. And then, my friends, we're going to get into a slab reveal, and then we're going to get into that box for Mr. Behrman Sr., and then we're going to refresh that shop for the very first time on this week. And oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, this is our very last week in this studio. I will say that again. Everything that you see around you right now is going to change. So next week, I want to give everybody a heads up, and I will always fess up, even if it is to my detriment. A lot of you know that I had a very lofty goal of trying to get us moved with absolutely zero downtime. That was a lofty goal, and that ain't gonna happen. So I sincerely appreciate y'all bearing with me. What we're gonna do, my friends, is next Tuesday, 1 week from today, during this show on Tuesday, there will be no show. Okay? Just want to give everybody a heads up. I apologize in advance. Junkpression is going to be Monday and Tuesday next week. But we will be back with a vengeance on Wednesday. I believe it is the 23rd. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that date. But we're going to open up to a brand new studio, ladies and gentlemen, and I am indescribably excited to show you what we have cooking. It's going to be pretty damn cool. So, just a heads up, everybody. This will be our final Tuesday morning show in this studio. And I could say that for pretty much every show this week. Pretty much. Yeah. So, enjoy it while it lasts, my dear friends. It is bittersweet. I will always be honest with you. I'm very excited for the next chapter that we have coming. But man, have we made some memories here over the last 4 years, right? The closet. The background. The slab wall. Mrs. Junkwax right behind me. I know. Thank you, Johnny Ward. So it will be the 23rd. So first day in the brand new studio will be Wednesday the 23rd. And Saturday night will be our last show in this studio. That's right, Uncle Smitty. That's right. I know it. And Brian Smith, my brother from another mother, re-smacking that subscription button for the 7th month. I appreciate you so much, Brian. Thank you. Did you hear our new opening jingle this morning, Brian Smith? Because you're the star of it, sir. James Reinhardt. I sure have, good sir. Of building the new studio? Yep. We are all over it. You betcha. Okie dokie, folkies. Let's get into pack number 1 of the morning. And good morning to Joey Krug, James Reinhardt, Rip and Flip and Ant, my brother. Great to see you this morning over here on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. So just a heads up to my folks over here on TikTok. You know that this is a little bit of a different view than you're used to over here on TikTok, right? But get used to it, because this is the way it's going to be for a while. I just want to let everybody know, on TikTok, when you see this show, it puts me into what they call broadcast mode, okay? So I can't actually see who is in my chat. So if you want me to say hello, I need you to say hello first. That's all. If I see you in the chat, I will definitely give you a shout out, as always. But if you are hitting me with gifts, if you're just rolling up in here and you're used to me seeing you come in and out of the chat, unfortunately that has changed. So all you have to do is just hit me in the chat and let me know. I appreciate you all so much. James Erickson, my fellow Washingtonian, good morning. Oh, no worries, Brian Smith. I will play it again after the show, my friend. No problem. I got you. All right, you legends. Let's do it. Mr. Kenyon says, everyone here should be so grateful. A mere 12 months from now, the old place will be a thing of legends. And we were here to witness it live, my friends. Mr. Kenyon, I could not have said that better myself, brother. You are absolutely right. You could not be more correct. Let's start some tunage, shall we? Good morning, you legends. It is so damn good to see you on this terrific Tuesday. Like I said, folks, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bust into some juicy junk wax. We have a PSA slab reveal, our dual autograph submission from January. And then we have a Panini Select Baseball Hobby Box break that we're going to bust into this morning, as well as a juicy football hobby box for Mr. Behrman, Sr. But let's get it started with some juicy junk wax. It's true, Mikey, it's true. All right, we start off with Uncle Moosey's Most Wanted, Terry Kennedy. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Joel Skinner laying down the bunt. Learin, Tim Leary. Ooh, there you go, Jeff Rotel. His PC this morning, Mr. Jack Clark. That one is going in Jeffro's pile. Juan in a Million Bell. Dennis Cook hurling some heat. Eric Anthony, somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor's Astros. Milt Thompson. Mark Grace, one of my favorite ball players from the late 80s, early 90s. Shout out to Mark Grace. Doc Gooden, who Brandon Franz, also known as Johnny Utah, got to meet him at the National last year, and I was about 5 minutes late. The Mellow of Baseball, Carmelo Martinez. Javier Honeycutt. Billy Hatcher. Jose King of Jesus. And last but not least, you got a Harmon Killebrew, Minnesotan legend. Shout out to Mr. Doctor and Mr. Fenger, our Minnesotan legends. There you go. Nice first pack of the morning. Uncle Smitty. No. Unfortunately, I am not. But myself and Mrs. Junkwax have your stuff all packed up, and we're going to mail it to you, buddy. If she has not already. Matter of fact. We actually packed them up this weekend for you, Uncle Smitty. And because I am not coming down to San Antonio for probably another 3 weeks, I'm just going to mail them to you. Better that way. And I appreciate you bearing with me, Uncle Smitty. Thank you, brother. Eventually, I will come down and visit. Whenever I can, gosh dang it. I know, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are through that very first pack of the morning. How about we bust into a little PSA slab reveal real quick? Jeff Rotel. Right off the jump. That Mike Trout. And that was a redemption, my friends. If you remember, we pulled that out of our Topps Fire. And that one is 8 out of 10. That is a beautiful, beautiful card for your PC, Jeffro. And again, my man, thank you for participating and pulling it together here with the family and letting me pre-grade and grade it for you. I sincerely appreciate it, my friend. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Mr. Behrman Sr. How about your Leo DeVries? Still, I think we can all see why it got an 8 on the autograph. We saw that one kind of coming. And a 9 on the card. Still an absolutely beautiful card, and that is the lowest grade of the entire submission. So if the lowest grade of the entire submission was an 8, I think we did pretty damn well, especially with PSA's new grading standards, right? Remember, my friends, these were sent off before the new grading standards came out. So this will be the last submission that we did not know about the new grading standards. Just a heads up. Hey, thank you so much. Gracias, Chito. That's right. Thank you, Mikey. I agree. I think he just signed it a little fast. That's all. He's probably signing a lot of stickers. But beautiful card still, nonetheless. And he is going to be amazing, I think. So that could still be pretty damn valuable. All right, next, shout out to Malin Wood. Martian, 1010. Congratulations, Malin Wood, my main man. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, buddy. That would be in my PC forever if that was a 1010 like that. All right, next. I believe is this Justin Miller? Hold on, folks. Give me just a moment. I got to look at my files here to make sure to keep me honest. Thank you for bearing with me for just a second. There we go. Yep, Justin Miller. Are you here this morning, you legend? Jody White, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. No worries, Timbo. Well, hey, Timbo, we have number 4 up there in the shop right now. Meow. Hey, Meow. All right, it looks like we do not have Justin Miller this morning. I thought we did, gosh dang it, but congratulations to Justin. And if you folks remember, I gotta toot my horn whenever I can. I called this when we pulled it. I said, buddy, I think you might be looking at a 10-10 there before I even pre-graded it. I had that hunch, and it sure did. Came back a 10-10. Congratulations there, Mr. Miller. That is beautiful. Look at how pretty that card is. Man. Kirk Noah. And I am peanut butter and jealous. How about a 10-10 on the Lou St. J. Gerangelo St. J. for my Seattle Mariners, the switch pitcher. And this just increased in value significantly. That's going to be a doozy. He's not going to sell it, but I imagine if he wanted to, he could probably sell this for around $500 now, being a 10-10 like that. Lou St. J. is, or his market is on fire right now. Unfortunately, the word has gotten out about Lou St. J. We had him to ourselves for a few months, but now the word's out. Gosh dang it. So if you go on eBay, his cards have skyrocketed. So that one's going to be a doozy. Congratulations again, Kirk Noah. How about Senor Mendoza? Caesar. Sebastian Walcott. 9 on the card, 10 on the autograph. Still absolutely beautiful. Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. And ladies and gentlemen, we have started a terrific Tuesday morning. Hi, friend! As always, you legends, if we take this hype train to hype train level 5, we will give away a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. Now, folks, we're doing things just a little bit different. Level 5 is going to get you a level 1 Junkwax Vintage Hitbox. Okay? It'll look just like this. If we make it to Hype Train level 10, we give away a big boy. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. So, as I have said before, we're going to slightly modify the Junkwax Vintage Hitbox Hype Train program. And we have some doozies for you, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you remember what I said about those Junkwax Vintage Hitboxes, I have been out looking for cards myself. And what I'm doing purposefully is I'm getting cards that... So say, for example, Timbo wins the Hype Train giveaway. He's going to pull... something like that. This is purchased for Hype Train giveaways, just to let you know. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do you one better. This is what will be in the future Hype Train boxes, folks. Obviously, you don't know what boxes they will be in, but I want to let you know this is what's coming. Wemby, rookie, PSA 10. Corbin Carroll, SSP, PSA 10, rookie. How about Big Papi? David Ortiz, 2011 Topps PSA 10. Pretty damn cool. How about Juan Soto on a 2019 Mojo Refractor Silver Pack PSA 10? How about LeBron James on the Fast Break Prism PSA 10? Cal Ripken Jr. on the 1986 Throwback from 2021. And then just some Hendon Hooker, you know, number 200 and a PSA 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to put all of these into Junkwax Vintage Hit boxes. And we have a whole lot more coming, too, just to let you know. So if you see what I did, I know for a fact that somebody in this family PCs every single one of those slabs. So if you hit a Hype Train giveaway and you win, even if you don't get a slab that's not your PC, you should be able to sell it or trade it to somebody within this family. I'm doing it on purpose. So there you go, everybody. Damn right, Timbo, we are on Hype Train level 1, 54%. Looks like we might not be giving away a Hype Train box this morning, but as always, my dear friends, I am nothing but grateful. Thank you, as always, for starting a possibly inadvertent, terrific Tuesday morning Hype Train. But there you go, my dear friends. All right, finishing off our slab reveal. Another one for Kirk Noah. Another 10-10 on the Mauricio. Aw, thank you so much, Robert Parkinson. I appreciate you, my brother, with some robot bits. Domo arigato, Robert Parkinson, roboto. I appreciate you, buddy. Again, congratulations, Kirk Noah. And last but not least, this one goes to Chito Vera. 8 on the card, 10 on the autograph. Felicidades, Chito. Y gracias otra vez for letting me get that graded for you, buddy. James Erickson smacking us with some beautiful bits. Thank you so much, you legend. I appreciate you, Super Grover. Thank you, good sir. All right there, folks. Beautiful slab reveal, if I do say so myself. All right, all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My dear friends, my family, I think it's time to bust into some very first family rip of the week. Let's do it. Folks, we are so close, 94% with 10 seconds to go. Thank you, Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. That would have been alarming. Wow. I appreciate you so much, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking us to Hype Train Level 2 and Trey Poitra. Ashtray. Damn good to see you this morning on this terrific Tuesday, you legend. Smacking us with the showstopper. 1,000 bits. That is nothing short of amazing, Ashtray, and I cannot thank you enough, buddy. You are hitting me in the feels over here this morning, good sir. The #1 stunner. Good morning. You silly goose. That is definitely sparkling water. Always. There's Kirk Noah. Good morning, you legend. Kirk Noah, I'm so sorry, buddy. You just missed our slab reveal. And I showed yours. Mr. Iceholes, good morning. How you doing there, Foggy? It's Danny. Good morning, Danny Rendon, my Colorado cousin. Great to see ya. Cheers, my friends. Broast. And Timbo T Wood hitting Dave Coolerson with the free 1-month subscription. All right, all right. The #1 stunner. Definitely, because I didn't open it on air. You dork. But good morning, I love it. All right, legends. Jeff Behrman Sr. Are you here, you handsome son of a gun? Timbo T Wood just hit 900 gifted subscriptions over here on Twitch. Timbo T Wood, my brother, you already know. Grateful does not even begin to describe our feelings for what you have done to this family. I appreciate you so much, Timbo. So ladies and gentlemen, I know that sounds like a fictional number. It is not. Our buddy Timbo T would just hit 900 gifted subscriptions over here on Twitch. Damn! That is absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you enough, you legend. Making my morning as always, good sir. Thank you, Jim. That's right, Trevor Taylor. And folks, we are at Hype Train level 5. It is official. We are at least giving out a level 1 junkwax vintage hitbox. Now the question is, can we take this to level 10 and give away the big boy? Threaten me with a good time, you legends. All right, Mr. Behrman Sr., let's see if we can't get you some Hype Train luck, my brother. For the very first time on this terrific Tuesday morning, you know what we must do. Need to turn that music down. That's what we need to do. That's a little loud. All right, folks. We shalt grippeth. And we shalt rippeth. Best of luck to you, Mr. Behrman Sr. Let's do it. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, top of the morning to you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here with us. Might want to smack that follow button if you haven't already, because we do this almost every day. Woo! That just feels prestigious. Good morning, Jason Weddle. Good to see you this morning, Jason. How are you, buddy? Thank you so much, Mikey. And folks, we are at Hype Train level 5. Jeff Behrman Sr. just gave out a gifted sub, taking us to 36% on Hype Train level 5. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you, buddy. Big Haas, I see ya. All right. 2 packs, 3 packs to rule them all. 4 packs, just kidding. This is our very first wild card mat. Oh, just kidding, there's another one. Holy cow. That's a lot of booze. Empty box there, Mr. Behrman. So there's a 1-of-1 autograph, guaranteed 5 autographs total. This is your 1-of-1. We will rip that last. Sound good? All right. Let's start with your less than 25. Because we have a less than 5, less than 20. Oh, you have 2 1-of-1s in here. You lucky ducky. We'll rip into both of those last. All right, so we have 2 25s, we have the 5, and then the 1-of-1s. So let's go, buddy. Good luck. And folks, we have a minute and a half to go. We're at 39% on that level 5 Hype Train. Thank you so much, Trevor Taylor. Thank you so much, James Erickson. And your very first card is Matt Frazier, number 2 out of 5. Nice one. Up goes Frazier. All right, pack number 2. And of course, my friends, we will consult Ace on some of these young guys that we don't know yet, right? Good morning, Jeff Hansen. Great to see you, you handsome son of a gun. How's our Prince Edward Island pal this morning? Good morning, Krabby Rob. Luis Angel Acuna. Nice. And that is numbered 6 out of 8 on the Acunito. Beautiful. Good morning, Trigger Trevor Bostwick. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire fam family up in here this morning, and I am indescribably grateful to see each and every one of you. Happy Tuesday, legends. You are just in time to see us busting into a box for Mr. Behrman Sr. All right. Shout out to the rest of the family watching over there on YouTube or Kick or Facebook. Damn good to see you this morning as well, my friends. All right, next one is going to be your less than 5. Good luck. Ah, Denzer Guzman. And that is numbered 3 out of 3, my friend. Last on print. Last I checked, he was an Angel, but it looks like maybe he got traded. We'll have to double check on that one. But that's cool. We have actually found quite a few autographs of that young man. All right, not too shabby getting us started, but let's get into our one-of-ones, shall we? Best of luck to you, Mr. Behrman, and ladies and gentlemen, that Hype Train Level 5 has pulled into the station. As always, you legends, I cannot thank you enough for your participation in that Hype Train. I never want anybody to feel less than, so if you are not able to donate and participate in those Hype Trains, my friends, I just want you to know, it's 1,000% okay. I appreciate everybody that does, though, because as I have said before, my dear friends, it is a fact. You are the ones helping to keep this thing on the rails. Sincerely, thank you. We're going to do a Hype Train giveaway here in just a moment. All right, after Mr. Behrman's rip. We'll handle this in real time. Thank you, Mr. Kenyon. He is with the Angels still, but he's with the Trash Pandas right now. Thank you, brother. All right. Let's do it. Buena suerte, Jeff Behrman Sr. And thank you for starting the morning the right way, my brother. We have a one-of-one pitcher autograph, and that is Ken Waldachuk. I think he's a pinstripe, but I could be wrong. On the Explode. That's cool. An Explode parallel. One-of-one Waldachuk.
One day on, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Mr. Behrman. Jeffro, Waldachuk is an athletic. Thank you, good sir. All right, let's do it. Oh, wow. Robert Hassel for the Nationals on the Rookie Heat. One-of-one. Man, that is a pretty card. Look at that. Shout out to Morgie. One-of-one Robert Hassel. There you go. On the Rookie Heat. And that it says it's a Chase, too. Chase, one-of-one. I could not agree more, Jeff. Really that cool? Interesting autograph for that young man. I think he needs to go to the Ken Griffey Jr. School of Autographs. But hey, it also looks like he dropped his pocket. Fun fact. Well, there you go, Mr. Behrman. You got two one-of-ones in there when there's only supposed to be one. I'll take that as a win. And then, obviously, there's a lot of eyes on this Acuna because if he is half as good as his brother, that one will be valuable. Can you imagine if you had a 6 out of 8 Acuna autograph from 2018? Frazier on the 2 out of 5, and the Denzer Guzman 3 out of 3. I cannot thank you enough, Mr. Behrman. That is a wonderful way to get our Tuesday morning started, you legend. Hey, all thanks go to you, buddy. As always, it takes two to tango, and I would not be able to do this without you, my friend. So thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to put your name on these little bad boys. And then I think we need to refresh that shop for the very first time this morning. We also have a full break to get into. And we need to do a Hype Train giveaway. So, we're going to do a Hype Train giveaway next. We're going to push everything and handle the Hype Train giveaway because I am supremely excited to have one of you boys bust into one of those boxes. I think you're going to be a happy camper. Also, my dear friends, if you have not checked out junkwaxvintage.com this morning, you might want to. There is a doozy up in there, my friends. We have been waiting for these for months. And I cannot hardly wait to see what somebody pulls out of these. Folks, we have 5 of them. And when they're gone, they're gone. Just to let you know, we will not be getting more of these because they are going to skyrocket in price. All right. Well, good morning, Grandpa Brucey. Your ears must have been burning this morning, my brother. We were slicing some plastic for you just moments ago. All right. Let's knock out a Hype Train giveaway real quick, shall we? Then we'll refresh that shop. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, just kidding. Just kidding. We got it. Thank you for bearing with me, my friends. Okie dokie. We have 18 of you on this list. We have Timbo T. Wood, Trevor Taylor, Robert Parkinson, James Erickson, J-Rod, Caesar Mendoza, The Unkind Bunny, Kyle Willard, Mikey, Mikey 2, Ashtray, Ryan Fenger, Mr. Kenyon, Super Grover, Danny Rendon, Johnny Ward, Kirk Noah, Jeff Hansen, Jeff Behrman, James Berkey, and Boston Bill. Haas, thank you for the follow, buddy, and good morning. All right, folks. Let's do it. We're putting 30 seconds on the clock. Excuse me, there is 21 of you on that list. Damn. Good luck, everybody. Whoever gets first place is going to win a Junkwax Vintage Hitbox of their choice. Holy cow, that's a bunch of slow ducks. We got to get back to our moose race. We'll put a moose race in for the next one. Mr. Parkinson had the whole shot, and Jeff Hansen taking over the lead. The number 18 duck. Put some clothes on, sir. It's a family show. Good morning, Kobe Luna. Buenos dias, hermano. Que bueno verte. And Mikey 2, Mr. Koba. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Oh, Arturo. Tú sabes, güey. Exactamente. I was buscando at that list esta mañana, and it is magnificent. So there you go. Hey, Mikey 2, would you do me a solid, brother, and choose left or right? Por favor. I'm going to let you choose your own adventure. And thank you to each and every one of you who has participated in that hype train. All right, he chooses left. Best of luck to you, Mikey. Sorry, I have hair in my face. Let's do it. Why, thank you, Mikey 2. Oh, this is a fun one. Shout out to our Saint Lunatics. How about a 2021 1951 edition? PSA 10. How about a Dylan Carlson rookie for our Saint Lunatics? There you go. That's a pretty one, my friend. We do have a lot of Cardinals fans in the family, so if you want to trade, sell, or gift that, of course, you're more than welcome. But that one is going in your pile, Mikey 2. I could not agree more. Kyle Willard, thank you. There he is. You know he was speaking up, Jeff Hansen. Beautiful card, my friend. Congratulations, Mikey 2. I am stoked to hook you up with that one, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, and thank you for being a loved and valued member of the JWVCC. You are so, so welcome, my friend. That is a wonderful way to start our morning. There we go. Put your John Hancock on this little guy. There you go, my friend. Thank you again, Mikey. Mikey, the Cardinals fans, the leading Cardinals fans that we have here in this family would be Jeff Rotel and Kyle Willard. I appreciate you asking, big man. Krabby Rob says that's the 52 reprint. Is it, D? They were made in 2021, but it's actually 1951. The 1951 But yeah, there you go. All right, go in your pile, Mikey. Beautiful. Tony Hernandez, good morning. Hey, Chris Ryder, smacking me with some beautiful gifts this morning. I appreciate you, legend. Good to see you, Chris, another OG of the family. Damn good to see all of you. Mikey, he says, can you run a duck race between the two of them and give them that card? Sure. But one of them's going to be pissed. I'm not trying to make anybody upset this morning, gosh dang it. But Mikey wants to do a duck race, so I apologize, my friends. We will get back to checking our shop and doing all that other stuff here in just a moment. We're going to run one more duck race for Kyle and Jeff Rotel. Give me just a moment, my dear friends. I appreciate you bearing with me. Thank you, thank you. Oh, really? Jeff Rotel, legend of legends. He just says, Dalen, you can skip the race and put that in Kyle's pile. Say what? Bro, that is supremely kind of you, and I cannot thank you enough, big man. Seriously. And Mikey, too. Gifting that to our Saint Lunatics? That is never necessary. But I am so, so grateful, my brother. Thank you so much, and I know they're very grateful as well. So allow me just a moment, and I will facilitate that. Freddie, good morning, brother. Good to see you over here on TikTok, buddy. How was your weekend? All right. Let me put a different name on this real quick. There you go. Good morning, by God. How big of a boy are you? Good morning, Andy Myers. There you go. Your wish is my command, Mikey, too. And thank you so much for being a big old sweetie. We appreciate you. Oh, Cesar Mendoza. Nuevo cosas en la shop. Exactamente, señor. And some cajas gigantes. Mm-hmm. Tu sabes, way. Danny Rendon, you could not be more correct. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Robert Parkinson, you are spot on, brother. Could not agree more. All right. I think it's time to refresh that shop, legends. Without further ado. Damn right, Mikey, too. Thank you so much, Mr. Koba. Hit me in the fields this morning. AJ, my dude. It is damn good to see you, AJ. And hey, AJ, I am so glad I got to see you, buddy. I was actually going to reach out to you via email. I wanted to verify your address, AJ, because I have a little something for you, buddy. Mm-hmm. I think I put it out in the living room, unfortunately. But I have a surprise for you, AJ. You want a giveaway, buddy. So, AJ, if you would do me a solid, my brother, shoot me an email at junkwaxvintage@gmail.com and just verify your address for me. I appreciate you so much, AJ, and I'm excited to get that out for you, my brother. Congratulations again, and it's damn good to see you, buddy. I hope you're going to the National again this year because I would love to give you a big hug and a firm handshake just like we did last year. Alrighty, top of the morning to you, AJ. Making my morning as always, my dude. All right, I'm refreshing, folks. Ooh, Senor Mendoza. Taking our very first 3-time 3X MVP box. Let's see if we can't find us some Ohtani-san, shall we? Are we going to find our very first Shohei Ohtani autograph here in this family? Let's find out. Muchísimas gracias, Caesar. I see you, Jody White. I see you, Trevor Taylor and Melody as well, snagging a couple of boxes. And my friends, as always, if you would give me just a moment, I need to rip some boxes down from that wall of wax right behind me. Cesar Mendoza taking down a 2022 Bowman Inception, a 2024 Bowman Chrome, and a 2025 MVP box. Senor Mendoza. 1 is on the bottom. 5 is on the top. Would you please choose a number for me, brother? And I am absolutely astonished and shocked that you beat Super Grover to the Inception box. All right, Cesar Mendoza, I like where your head's at, my brother, taking that box number 4. Muy bonito. We're going to get into these in just a moment, my friends, but give me just a second. I got to grab the rest of stuff. Mr. Jody White, another legend of the family, snagging down a single pack, or excuse me, 2 single packs of 2022 Topps Chrome Update. There you go, Jody. We will bust into those in just a moment, my friend. Jeff Hansen, the Hammer, in our 4th box of Panini Select, taking spot number 7. We do have a brand new break up there, folks, if you have not checked out junkwaxvintage.com yet. Thank you so much, Krabby Rob. Hope our favorite single dad in the family had a wonderful weekend. Shout out to you and Adeline. Thank you, Kevin O'Brien and Jeff Hansen, for getting us started in Panini Select numero 4. And by the way, folks, there is some Razzies up there for our big hobby break. So if you want to snag a spot in those Razzies for those last teams, feel free. Would love to bust into that bad boy tonight. Oh, thank you, Krabby Rob. We're just moving over here, brother. We're just moving. That's the name of the game right now, my friend. So a lot of you know that we are moving into a new studio. So this will be our last Tuesday morning show. And you could say that about pretty much every show this week. This will be our last week in this old studio, folks. It is bittersweet, right? A lot of memories made here. I mean, we started here, right? I have never not done this show from this room. The first time we do that will be next Wednesday morning, the 23rd. Foggy. So Razzies are basically like a raffle, kind of like a giveaway, in which there's a lot of spots. But payment platforms do not like the word raffle. So in the hobby, we call it a Razzie, or a Raz. Very, very common. There you go, Mr. Kenyon. That's right. We have 20 spots left in that basketball break, and I'm excited to get into that one as well. As always, my friends, you remember, that is over $1,000 worth of basketball cards for 49 bucks. And you got a chance to hit yourself a humongous Wemby, or other players as well. Kelowna Rockets fan. Nope, I do not have any Pokemon boxes this morning, my friend. We are fresh out, but we do have some more coming. Shills, good to see you, buddy. I appreciate you, Kelowna Rockets fan. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just need to grab a couple more hobby boxes, or hockey boxes, excuse me, and then we are good to go. Mr. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. Miss Melody, our spring breaker. Riley, good morning, you legend. Good to see you, buddy. We have ripped into 2 of the Live Golf boxes, and we have more coming. We like them too. You're right, Riley. And good morning, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do we have Miss Melody here with us this morning? So technically, this is the chronological order, my friends. We have Melody, then Trevor Taylor, then Jody White, and then Cesar Mendoza. So if we have Melody, she is first. Feel free to speak up, Melly P. If not, we'll be ripping this bad boy tonight. Bobby, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money, my friend. I appreciate you. Good morning. James Erickson. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, because that is wrong. And I'm going to fix that right now. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment here, folks. Weird. I'm not seeing it. What is it listed under? Violet. Right? There it is. I found it. Thank you. Good to go. Easy fix. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Okie dokie. It does not look like we have a melody in here this morning. So we're going to put her name on this little bad boy and we'll rip it tonight. Trevor Taylor. That means you're up, buddy. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good morning, Brandon. Good to see you, Bobby. I can see the chats. Kelowna Rockets fan. Yes, sir. And Mr. Kevin Ward over here on TikTok sharing out our live. Thank you so much, Kevy Kev and the Kevy Bunch. Much appreciated, buddy. All right, Trevor Taylor. You ready for this, big man? I hope so. For the second time on this terrific Tuesday morning, we shout Griffith, and we shout Rippeth. Let's go, Trevor Taylor. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I hope he's driving safe out there, our newlywed. Glenn Poling, good morning, you legend. Empty box there, folks. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradición. And just a heads up, Jody White, you're up next, buddy. John Grandy, good morning, you legend. PC. Long time no see, my brother. How you doing? It is PC, correct? If my memory serves me correctly. Jogging Mero. In a minute, my dude. Hope you're having a great one. Hope you're doing well. All right, we have Mr. Miller for the Rangers. Brandon Hagel. Marcia Salt. Got to be careful with Zach. Connor Bedard, rookie. There you go.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Nice way to start there, buddy. Let's sleeve up the Bedard. That's a nice one. So I am going to unfortunately call out that it has kind of a boo-boo bottom left corner. You can kind of see it right off the jump there. So I don't think this is going to be a grading candidate, but it's a very beautiful card, my friend. And I am still going to top load that up for you. Hell of a way to start there, brother. Beautiful. Hey, PC. Hey, it's all good, my man. It is just damn good to see you as always, my brother. We missed you. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. Hope you are doing well, buddy. Making my morning over there, bro. I always love seeing OGs of the family come back around. And I will always understand when life comes first, my friend. Cale McCarr for Colorado. And Stanislav Sposal, rookie. Last but not least. All right, moving on. Jody White says that is a sick blade. Wish they were legal here. Hey, brother, move to Texas. Everything's legal here. You can walk around with a gun on your hip here. An armed society is a polite society, in my humble opinion. Alexis is on fire, Lafreniere. Karel Vamelka. Philip Grubauer for my Seattle Kraken. I love it. Thank you so much, Krabby Rob. Andrei Kuzmenko. John Gibson. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth on the blue spectrum. Yep. Blue spectrum. Alexander Barkov for Florida. And Domo Arigato Matthew Coronato for Calgary. Rookie. Moving on. Oh, Jody, we'd love to have you, buddy. Yeah, probably not, right? Hey, but they can get used to it. Eventually. Joe Pavelski for right up the road in Dallas. Schmaltz. Noah Cates. Vladimir Tarasenko. Oh, wow. On the Titori. Marco Casper. Those are pretty. Jack Eichel and Simon Edvinson, rookie for the Red Wings. Shout out to Linda. That is correct, Mikey, too. Yep. Ice soccer with a small ball. That's the way I thought about it when I was a little kid. That's absolutely right, Freddie. Shout out to Coach Bombay. The Flying V. All right, here we go, folks. This is our last base pack magic for my big man brother, Mr. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. Here we go. Morgan Frost. Shout out to Morgie. Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Shout out to Rob Richardson and Mr. Jeff Hansen. Seth Jones for Chicago. Owen Danger Powers. Rasmus Dalen, my namesake, for the Sabres. Trevor Zegras and Samuel Bolduc for the Islanders. Last but not least, little rookie. Alrighty. You know we got to sleeve up that blue spectrum Dalen. When you find the Dalen, you got to sleeve up the Dalen.
One day on, one to go.
Shills, it's Darlene. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we have last pack magic. Here we go, buddy. Good luck. And Jody White, you're on deck, my friend. So you might want to grab yourself a chunk of lumber, throw on a bow nut, step into that batter's box, because you're on deck. All right, we have Andrei Sveshnikov, Taylor Radish for up there in the Chicago area. Thank you so much, Ryan Fenger. Thank you, J-Rod. Mackenzie Weegar for Calgary. Stuart Skinner. Leo Carlson on the premium prospect. Shout out to Coach Bombay one more time. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. Love those premium prospects. Roman Yossi for the Sabres, the Predators. And Rafael Lavoie, rookie for Edmonton. Finishing up that box for you, my friend. Thank you, as always, Trevor Taylor. And I am stoked that we could find you a sweet little Bedard this morning, my friend. That's a nice one. Even if that came back a 9, it could be valuable. But if that was mine, I would do one of two things. I would PC it long term, or I would probably sell it raw. Very nice, James Erickson. I have not. You are so welcome, Trevor Taylor. All thanks go to you, my good friend. I appreciate you and cannot hardly wait till the day that I get to give you a big hug and a firm handshake, buddy, because that day's coming soon. All right, legends. Allow me just a moment to put this in Trevor Taylor's pile. Right on top of your Ms. Met. Shout out to Mr. Koba for gifting that to you. All right, Jody White and Cesar Mendoza. You might want to step into that batter's box, son, because you up next with those cajas gigantes. We're about to put on a movie here, ladies and gentlemen. Might want to sit tight. All right, Jody, good luck, buddy. Brandon, good morning. Starting off with Mackenzie Gore. Shout out to Timbo, who pulled a 1-of-1 gold vinyl of this dude last month here in the family. Seiya Suzuki on the rookie debut. J.P. Sears, rookie for the Pinstripes. And Anderson Severino for John McDonald's White Sox on the purple refractor. Spine, good morning, buddy. It is nice to see all the TikTok family over here. Good morning, Derek Dilly. The sports dad, Tatted Assassin Brandon. Hope we're having a good morning, gentlemen and ladies. All right, last pack magic for you, Jody White. And as always, my friend, thank you so very, very much for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com. Giving us a little 2022 Topps Chrome update eye candy this morning. Here we go. We have Jose Magallanes Miranda. Shout out to Jose. The Ginger Binger, Mr. Brandon Marsh for the Angels on the rookie debut. Elio Ramos on the Generation Now rookie. Shout out to Rob Richardson and the Gigantes. And Jordan Luplow, last but not least for the D-Bags. Finishing that one off for you. Oh, Grandpa Brucey, it is, my dear friend. It absolutely is. So, folks, if you did not hear the news already, we do not have a show next Tuesday. So starting on Saturday night, that will be our very last show here in this studio. Then I am taking Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to get everything over there, get everything set up and tested. And Wednesday morning, the 23rd, will be our very first show from our brand new studio. And I'm excited to show you. All right, Jody White, my dear friend, as always, thank you again. And I am putting all these beautiful cards into your pile, my dude. Hey, thank you, James Erickson. I appreciate that. It'll be a day off from live, but I will be working hard. But I'm super excited to show you. That's right, Trevor Taylor. It'll be the longest junk impression you've ever had. I'll be right back, my dear friends. All right, Senor Mendoza. Gracias por tu paciencia, hermano. ¿Estamos listos? Just want to make sure. Buenos dias, Oscar. How we doing, buddy? You were absolutely right, Trevor Taylor. Beautiful, Caesar. Gracias. Let's start small, shall we? Small-ish. Let's go with your Bowman Chrome Mega. And then we'll move into our Bowman Inception. And then we're going to finish off with that little bad boy. Buena suerte, Caesar. And I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, brother, hope I find you a Shohei Ohtani autograph. Let's do it. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I hope to find Senor Mendoza something juicy. Empty box there, buddy. Oh, Trevor Taylor. So we actually go down there too, to Orange Beach. Small world, buddy. Arturo says, family, don't miss Saturday. You silly goose. I wish I could do it from the closet, my friend, but I don't even have the stuff to be able to do it from the closet anymore. But that's a wonderful idea. I love where your head's at. That would be sick. All right. Good luck, buddy. We're going to rip these all together. Poquito más bienvenidos, hermano. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. And that goes to each and every one of you. As always, my friends, it is so damn good to see you on this terrific Tuesday morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I missed you. It was a busy one over here. You already know. But myself and Mrs. Junkwax, we got some brand new furniture put together. We're starting to get things put together over there in the new house, folks. It's starting to look like a house a little bit. Macho Danny Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Smacking me with some beautiful gifts this morning over here on TikTok, you legend. Thank you. All right, here we go. Corbin Carroll. Sodi. Machado. Wyatt Langford rookie. Back-to-back Rangers with Daniel Gates' PC, Corey Seager. Parker Meadows rookie. Atreyu Abreu. Westberg. A.J. Smith. Is that an omen? Shohei Ohtani. Shout out to our 12-year-old buddy Noah, who would say, Shohei Ohtani. Woo! Shout out to Noah. Schneider with his luscious lip curtain. Leiter for the Rangers. Andy Rodriguez, little E-Rod. Royce Lewis from Minnesota. Shout out to Mr. Doctor and Mr. Finger. Jose Ramirez. Encarnacion. Christian Encarnacion Strand. Colton Cow's a rookie. Kyron Paris rookie. And this kid's market is surging right now, if you do not know. So I can't remember who we pulled them for, but I know that we have pulled at least 2, if not 3, Kyron Paris rookie autographs and some first Bowman autographs. So if you are out there in the family, ladies and gentlemen, and you're one of those people that I pulled those autographs for, you might want to go back and find that card, because they have increased by like 100x over the last week. I think somebody bought one of his autographs for like $3 like a month ago, and then it sold for $100 yesterday. So they're going up quickly. Hey, good morning, Mr. Stowarts. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you, buddy. Mr. Behrman, there you go, brother. Well, congratulations, buddy. It's always nice when you have a card that you're holding and that increases in value significantly. Congratulations, my friend. Lawrence Butler and Lucky Luciano. Finishing off your base packs there, Caesar. We got some sleevers here, my friends. You know when we find the Ohtani-san, you gotta sleeve the Ohtani-san. And we had 1, 2, 3 Texas Rangers there. I'm gonna sleeve all those up for you too, buddy, because I know that is your PC. Shout out to our not-so-sinister Daniel Gates on that Corey Seager. Excellent. All right, Caesar. Down to your pack number 4s, my dude. That's right, Mr. Behrman, the Aqua number to 99. Brother, you might want to look on eBay and check those sold listings, because that could be a doozy, dude. I think it was his base autograph that sold for 100. So a number to 99, probably going to go for a lot more than that. Might want to check that one out, buddy. All right, let's go.
Ooh, yeah.
I appreciate you, Mr. Maloney. Thank you. I heart you right back, you legend. Knocking out my gift goal this morning. Thank you, buddy. All right, we start with a pinstripe. Everson Pajeda. Speedy Gonzalez. Kyle Harrison for the Gigantes. Goldie, your 2022 MVP. Shout out to my St. Lunatics. And Adolis, another Texas Ranger for you. Nice. All right, now we're into the good stuff. Let's get to our mega box packs, shall we? See if we can't find you an autograph. Shout out to our Devil Dog. Hoorah. Right off the jump, how about a Mojo Refractor Paul Skeens rookie? Nice one, buddy. And there's color in here, too. I love it so much. Beautiful. Angel Feliz. First Bowman for the Nationals. We're going to hit this one from the back. Giggity. Heston Kjerstad. My PC, some Jazz of the Chisholm. And Austin Riley on an almost color match. And that is 80th. 30th on print. I am so sorry. 30 out of 150. There you go, Caesar. He goes into a 55er for you there, my dude. Oh, and by the way, Caesar, that video of you meet your daughter in the airport, sir, I'm not crying, you're crying. I had something in my eye when I watched that video. Might be able to relate to that just a little bit, bud. I was away from my boy for a couple of years when he was little. And there was a situation that we had that I actually had to track him down once because he was up in the state of Washington and his mother did not tell me. So I had to track him down at his grandparents' house, which made me feel super creeper. But it was my son, right? And this is when I was forced to stay up in the state of Washington because I was on paper. A lot of you know what that means. So I could not leave the state of Washington. And my son was living down here in San Antonio, and they brought him up to visit, but they did not tell me because he wanted to hang out with, or his grandparents wanted their time, which I understand that. I get it. But if my boy is going to travel cross country and be within 10 miles of me and you're not going to let me see him, get out of here. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, like I said, brother, when I watched that, obviously I know that's not the situation you were in, but it just reminded me of that situation because when he jumped on me and hugged me, I have never been hugged harder by a human being. He was squeezing me and shaking and crying, and we're both crying because I hadn't seen him for about a year at that point. He was really, really little. He was 4, I think. So luckily, I've been here steadily since he was 5, and now he's 18. He's going to be 18 next month. Scary that my son is going to be 18 years old. Just makes me feel old, slightly. Just a little bit. All right, legends. This is your last pack Magic Caesar out of your box number 1. Buena suerte. You were absolutely right, Ant. Correct. Kelowna Rockets fan says, can I ask you something? You can ask. Absolutely. What you got there, young man? Oh, we start off with a PCA Mojo Refractor rookie. Gunnar Henderson. And there you go. How about Sabin Ceballos? Autograph for the Braves. Felicidades, hermano. Oh, bro, you absolutely right, Caesar. I agree on that one, my friend. Damn right. Corbin Carroll and Lane Thomas. Shout out to Lane Frost. There you go. I am stoked that we not only found you that Austin Riley number to 150, we found you a nice little Ceballos Braves autograph. Now you see, my friends, I would definitely not be sending that autograph off for grading. That is not a good autograph grading candidate. You see, he probably signed that one pretty fast. Unfortunately. But that is a really good example of what to show you. So you see how you can see through the pen stroke? That is what will grade an auto down. Yeah, there you go, Mikey, that's right. So yeah, if I would imagine, if that was sent off for autograph grading, which I hope nobody would, but if they did, that would probably come back like a 6 or a 7 on the autograph. Yeah, a little rough. But still got a nice little autograph there, buddy. Felicidades, Caesar. On the stand he goes. Let's switch gears just a little bit and get into our Bowman Inception from 2022. See if we can't find you some Ellie De La Cruz. James Erickson, your oldest is going to be 22 this year, my brother. Damn. You do not look old enough to have a 22-year-old, my dude. Did you have him when you were like 13? Are you a freak of nature? Sports Dad, your oldest boy turned 12 a couple of days ago, and it blows your mind that you'll have a teenager next year. I can totally empathize with that, my friend. Damn right. So I have 3 boys, 10, 12, and gonna be 18. So yeah, I've got one that's about to be almost a legal adult, and I've got 2 that are about to be teenagers. All right, Mendoza. Let's go, buddy. 2022 Inception. Could be some Julio in here. Could be some Bobby Witt Jr. Could be some Ellie De La Cruz. Buena suerte. Good luck. And then we're busting into our very first 3X MVP box. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. One pack to rule them all. That's right, Trevor Taylor. Big bucks, no Wander. Could find Wander in here too, gosh dang it. Ryan Fanger. Yours is turning 21 and getting voluntarily deployed to a certain country in the Middle East, and Dad is a nervous wreck. What is his job, Ryan Fanger, if I can ask? What does he do? And what branch? I might be able to help you on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Utah has entered the chat. What's up, Brandon Franz? and smacking that resub button for 2 solid years. 24 months of subscriptions over here on Twitch. Absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you enough, my brother. 2 solid years over here on Twitch, buddy. That is amazing. All right, Kelowna Rockets fan says, can I ask you a question? He says, anyone know how many exact cards they have in their personal collection? Nope. I sure don't. Sure don't. Ryan Fanger, 13 Bravo. Field artillery, yeah. So, believe it or not, Ryan Fanger, he will not be a sitting duck out there in the desert. So they take care of field artillery because they're a very, very important unit. So I've had a lot of friends that are field artillery. I have a lot of friends that have seen a lot of action in field artillery. And typically, you're a little ways away because you're shooting mortars like 600, 700 yards, if not more. So, just to put your mind at ease a little bit, my man, he'll be a little ways away being field artillery. And typically, they take care of those dudes. So, we will think positively, my friend, but I can completely understand why you would be a wreck. I'm with you. All right, here we go, brother. We have Edinson Paulino first for the Bo Sox. Martin Jimenez. Shout out to Jason Russell and all of our Canadian cousins. Johnny Mesco, good morning, you legend. Andy, if you are taken off, my brother, have a magnificent remainder of your day. Big man. Hey, I feel you, Ryan Fanger. Well, the good news, brother, is you have us here to back you up. You got a whole group of people that care about you, my friend. Kelowna Rockets fan, you have 10,457,009. I am so sorry. Is that 104,579,769 cards? Wow. How do you even count that many, buddy? That's amazing. Shout out to our 15-year-old over here in the chat. Cool. Oh, I got you, Andy Myers. Very good, sir. I just thought you were leaving us. All right, Martin Jimenez. Lucky Luciano to 50. Shout out to our buddy Rob Richardson. Nice. How about Gunnar Hoagland for the Athletics to $3.99 on your autograph? Oh, we have a red one here, my friends. I think this one might be numbered to 5. It is numbered to 75, excuse me. That is Acuna's little brother, Brian, for Minnesota. Shout out to our marvelous Minnesotans. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mikey. I appreciate that. Victor Acosta for the Padres. And Marcelo John Mayer. Last but not least, shout out to Brandon Franz. That is his PC. All right, Caesar, you already know, my brother. I am sleeving those all up for you, Biggie. Big guy. And then we were busting into the Biggie. Your 3X MVP box. There you go, Oscar. Thank you. I appreciate that. Derek Johnson, good morning, legend. Sports Dad, you have 2 boys, 12 and turning 10, both in rep hockey. They keep my bank account empty. I sure they do. They sound like the same ages as mine, my man. Mine are about to turn 11 and 13 in September. All right, 26 out of 75 on the red Acunito. That's a pretty one, buddy. A lot of eyes on those Acuna boys. There is now 3 of them. All right, Caesar. The moment that we have all been waiting for.
It's time!
Buena suerte, my brother. J-Rod, the 7th and 12th. They're almost like Irish twins. A year apart and almost on the same day. Yep, the 7th and the 12th. You know, that's a damn good question, Johnny Mesco. Good question. Ask Kelowna Rockets fan over here on TikTok. He'll be able to let you know. Alrighty. Buena suerte, Caesar. And muchísimas gracias for snagging this down from the website, buddy, giving us a little eye candy this morning. This is our very first one of these boxes. We have 4 more of them left. And like I said, folks, when they're gone, they're gone. I do not think we will be getting more of these. Thank you so much, Steve. High risk, high reward on these little bad boys. 1 pack to rule them all. Oh, very nice, Super Grover. Very cool, J-Rod. Awesome. We're all a bunch of September boys' birthdays. Oh, my Lanta! Yes! Cesar Mendoza, you legend! How about a Shohei Ohtani Kanji SP? Holy shiitake mushrooms! Damn! Gotta love that box number 4, my brother. You win, sir. You win. I would highly recommend pre-grading that little bad boy, brother, because I saw last night there are people selling these for about $100 raw. But I do think the price is probably going to go up on those. It was the first couple that I saw. Brand new 55er there for you, Caesar. That is magnificent, my brother. Congratulations. Felicidades. Hey, thank you, Steve-O. Elvis Parsley, welcome back, buddy. Excuse me. Wow. You know what? We're taking down Riley. We're going to move Austin. And he's taking front and center. I am so stoked I could find that for you, buddy. Congratulations, Caesar. Everything else is a bonus now. Oh, hell yeah. The legend Joe DiMaggio on the Schmeckle to 25. The hits just keep on coming. The man, the myth, the mustache. Mike Schmidt. Barry Bonds for the Pirates. Yogi Berra for the Pinstripes. Mike Trout. Jimmy Fox, legend. The man, the myth, the pool hose. Shout out to our St. Lunatics. Roy Campanella for the Trolley Dodgers. And Stan the Man for the Cardinals. There you go, Caesar. An absolutely magnificent first box of 3X MVP. Hell yeah. I cannot thank you enough for snagging that down from the website and ripping it together. So like I have said, ladies and gentlemen, it's always fun to rip packs, right? But in my humble opinion, it is more fun to rip packs with a group of almost 100 of your friends. And that is what this channel is all about. So Caesar, I cannot thank you enough, my dude. Felicidades otra vez. That is amazing. On the stand he goes. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve all of those up for you, buddy, because they are all essentially short printed. Even the base cards sell for a little bit. And then, my dear friends, I'm going to refresh that shop and see where we're at. And if we are current, we're going to get into a little family break, because we do have a full 2024 Panini Select. Old Horseshoe, good morning, you legend. Mr. Jeremy Coe, another OG of the family. Ooh, you snagged some 1989. Beautiful, buddy. We're going to refresh that shop in just a moment, and we'll get right to him. Good morning, Jeremy. Johnny Mesco. I don't think so, because 2025 has Barry Bonds as well. So I think most of the 2025 product might have Barry Bonds in it. I know he signed a lot of autographs for Topps. So you can find him in the Celebración, you can find him in 2025 Series 1, and now you can find him in the 3X MVP boxes as well. Might even be more. And Cesar Mendoza, you are absolutamente correcto, senor. He says, wow, thank you so much, D. All boxes hit. Keep them hands hot, my brother. You are absolutely right, my man, and I cannot thank you enough. What a few boxes for Cesar Mendoza. Damn. A lot of those need to go to the pre-grading pile, Caesar. I appreciate you in advance, buddy. If you need any help on the descriptions, just let me know. And for now, all of these beautiful cards are going in your pile, big man. I will be right back, folks. All right. Hey, Mr. Hillis, if you are taking off this morning, my man, I completely understand. Have a magnificent remainder of your Tuesday, and I hope to see you back here tonight, my man. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a wonderful day, buddy. And thank you for starting the morning the right way. Trevor Taylor over here beating that screen like it owes him back child support money. Thank you. On TikTok. All right, legends. I am refreshing that shop real quick. Beautiful. All right, Mr. Jeremy Coe, a marvelous Michigander, taking 4 packs of 1989 Donruss baseball. Allow me just a moment, folks. So a lot of you know that a couple of weeks ago we put up 1989 Donruss baseball. But there was a little bit of a typo. It was actually 1988 Donruss baseball. So I felt slightly obligated to actually get a box of 1989 Donruss baseball. And this is a brand new box. Old Horseshoe Jeremy Coe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. My friends, you already know there is few things in this world that I admire as much as a fresh box.
Giggity, giggity.
Of cards. Get your minds out of the gutter. You dirty birdies. All right, good luck, Jeremy. Let's see if we can't find you a little Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie, shall we? And then right after this rip, my dear friends, we're getting into a family break. 2024 Select. I appreciate you, Jeremy Coe, taking us back to 1989. Starting off with Old Man Spawn on the puzzle. Trevor Taylor says, wow, TikTok is different now. Very cool looks uniform. I will miss your mug up close and personal, though. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. All right, we have Jeff and the Swiss Family Robinson, Andy Hawkins, Tollison, David Cohn, New York legend, The Gibber, Bud Black, Juan and Emilian Samwell, Jimmy Key, Ken Hill, always looking like he smelled something a little funny, The Wagmeister, Dykstra with that unique batting stance, Cal Daniels, Lance Parrish in the powder blue, Ricky Jordan, and Dan Plesac for the Brew Crew. Shout out to our favorite Imus in the morning. Oh yeah, Super Grover. Pro, of course. Duh. Baller. Just some 1986 Fleer basketball. Yeah, bro. And I'd put them up in the shop for like, $4 a pack, something like that. Just like these. I mean, there's nothing big in 1986 Fleer basketball, right? It's just junk wax. All right, let's go. Old Man Spawn. Scott Baio for the Indians. Shout out to Tim. The chiseled chin of rest in peace to Mr. Darren Dalton. The name's Dalton. David Wells. Pedro Guerrero. Castillo laying down the bunt. There's what the puzzle looks like, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever put that whole puzzle together, that is Old Man Spawn. My second favorite oral.
Giggity, giggity.
MVP for the Trolley Dodgers. Nice. Kurt Schilling. Couple of heat hurlers. Carmen. Uncle Smitty's twin brother. Tom Brookins. And his luscious lip curtain. Slim with the tilted crim. Chucky Crim. The dime piece, Mr. Steve Sachs. Tudor. Normie. And Tommy Hare for Minnesota. Oh, Ryan Fanger, I would love to get into some 1989 Upper Deck, my man. I would love to. And if I was a betting man, I'd say that's coming. Someday. We have ripped into 3 of those boxes in the history of this family. And fun fact, we have found 1 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. out of 3 boxes. Yeah. That's right, Krabby Rob. We did lose Patrick Swayze to pancreatic cancer. I think that was about 10 years ago. Yeah, shout out to old Patrick Swayze. All right, rest in peace to Patrick Swayze. Mr. Roadhouse himself, Warren Spahn, Mike Sosha, Asaski. That's a Randy Bush if I've ever seen one. Hammaker, Swiss Family Robinson, Lemke, Charlie Huff, Dave Schmidt Motors. Shout out to old Uncle Moosey. Ernie Riles, Wally almost on the back. Man, Coach Extraordinaire, Kurt Manwaring, Aguayo, Claudel Washington. Better hide Rihanna, because we found some Chris Brown. I wonder if he can run it. And Will the Thrill, last but not least on the MVP. That's right, Trevor Taylor. Swayze gone. Ricky gone.
One day on, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Jeremy Coe. The finest horseshoe in all the land. By the way, folks, I smashed the hell out of my finger yesterday. Ouch, kabibbles. It's very sore. Yikes. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's not pretty. It won't focus. Yeah, right there. I smushed the end of it. Ouchies. Putting together my new station. Believe it or not. No pain, no gain, baby. That's right, Jeffro, it is. But hey, you know what? If I got through a whole weekend of hardcore moving and all I did was smash a finger, I'll take it. I'm very grateful. All right, we start with Old Man Spawn on the puzzle. That's right, Brian Smith, we might have to amputate. I told Mrs. Junkwax last night after I did it. We might have to amputate. Dougie Fresh, Drebeck, Jose of Jesus, Lilaquist, Carmen Castillo, Checklist, Danny Jackson, Glennon Davis, Jerry Brownie, Big Dave Winfield, looking like he's pondering life. The not-so-dirty Sanchez for the Blue Jays on the rated rookie. Glenn always bragging. Harold Reynolds, Mariners legend, laying down the bunt. Where in the world is Benito Santiago? For San Diego, always leering the Cro-Magnon man, Tim Leary, and Jay Howell, hurling some heat there, buddy. There you go, Jeremy Coe. I am so sorry I couldn't find you Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie in there, gosh dang it, buddy. But we got into some beautiful 1989 Donruss, and I am forever grateful. And you know what, Jeremy Coe? Not only for snagging these down from the website, but for being my pal for going on 4 years now, my dude. Thank you so much for being an OG of this entire community. For those of you that don't know, Old Horseshoe has been with us since I was ripping packs back there in the closet for 2 and 3 people. So thank you, Jeremy. Love you, brother. Kirk Noah, we have not. We just busted into a brand new box. Live right here. I showed it as we opened it. Yep. Have not found a Griffey yet. Griffey live, if there's one in there. All right. You were absolutely right, Old Horseshoe. Thank you, my man. Like I said, I'm always grateful to get into some 1989 Donruss. That set has a very special place in my heart. That is one of the very first sets that I ever hand collated when I was just a young man. I think I was like 9 when I was ripping into 1989 Donruss. That's right. Thank you, Brian Smith. You saw that. Yeah, it's dirty, right? Ouch, kabibbles. Yikes. The fingers hurt so bad, too, because you have a lot of nerve endings in your fingers. So that is rough. Ouch, kabibbles. All right, ladies and gents. Give me just a moment here. Make sure we're current. Kirk Noah, thank you so much for snagging some Razzie spots, you legend. Getting us a little closer on that big boy. And folks, it is break time. We good to go. Let's bust into some 2024 Panini Select Baseball. Ah. I was looking for the box. Way to go, Dalen. Way to go. All right, my friends. You know what we must do. Let's roll some dice. Ooh, Brian Smith. Ouch, kabibbles, brother. Yeah, you might if you haven't had a tetanus shot in a while. Shane Kerrigan, welcome back, buddy. Kelowna Rockets fan, hey. All right, Brian Smith, calling number 7. Good guess. Lucky number 6. Missed it by 1 there, Mr. Smith. Lucky number 6. As always, you legends, you will have a couple of minutes for voluntary team trading if you would like. You should be able to see both of those lists. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go, everybody. Timbo T. Wood, thank you for the warm welcome to Brandon Franz. That's right, Jeffro. Timbo T. Wood. Yep. I appreciate you so much, Timbo. Absolutely, my man. I would love to rip that tonight with you. Thank you, Super Grover. I'll get you locked in, big man. Mr. Behrman. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Well, congratulations, good sir. I think that's good karma coming back to get you. With your Tigres. Mike, good morning, legend. Folks, I'm going to give it about another minute here. See if we have any trading in the chat, and if we do not, we're going to go ahead and lock all these spots in. Good morning, everybody. If you were just rolling up in here on this terrific Tuesday morning, as always, it is magnificent to see you. It is magnificent to be seen. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. Cheers. Mikey 2, we are getting into our third box of Select Baseball. Thank you, Brian Sapansky. Hey, Timbo T. Wood, if you got to go, buddy, we will see you later tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same junk time, same junk channel. Love you, brother. Have a magnificent, even a terrific Tuesday. Grandpa Brucey, you could not be more correct, my friend. We do have a room full of legends. Mikey, it's a damn good question, my man. You see me do the randomization. So it is all random, buddy. I know they have come up number 29 a couple of times. That is a fact, but not every time. Sounds wonderful, Timbo. I appreciate you, big man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very nice, Mikey 2. Hey, stranger things have happened, my friend. We had somebody get... What was it? I think he got the New York Giants 4 breaks in a row. Randomly. It was kind of crazy. King Jonathan, good morning, buddy. How are you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to go ahead and lock these spots in. Let's do it. I can always go back and white out if I need to. James Erickson, you got the Angels, my fellow Washingtonian. Mikey, too, you got the Reds. Looking for some Ellie De La Cruz. Kevin O'Brien, Royals. Matt Kenyon, number 4, you got the Cubbies, my dude. Robert Parkinson, number 5, you got the Padres. Kirk Noah, number 6, you got the Rockies. Jeff Hansen, the Hammer, taking the Cardinals. Kirk Noah, number 8, the Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Johnny Ward, that giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun, taking the Nationals in number 9. Shout out to Morgie. Robert Parkinson, number 10. Ms. Borats. Hello. Hi. Nice to have you. There you go, Mr. Kenyon. That's right. Swisher, good morning, buddy. All right, Robert Parkinson, you got the Texas Rangers. And spot number 10, Justin Miller, number 11, you got the White Sox. Super Grover, the Mets. Cody and the Mets. Cody and the Mets. You know I had to. Mr. Kenyon, number 13, my brother. You got the Pirates. Looking for some schemes. Super Grover, number 14, you got my Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Beautiful. Mr. Kenyon, number 15, you got the Diamondbacks. Cody Durr, number 16, you got the Pinstripe Yankees. Chad Lynam, also known as Vaulted Wax, taking spot number 17, the Braves. Ashtray Poitra, number 18, the Marlins. Behrman Sr., his Tigers in number 19. I love it when you guys get your teams organically. Mr. Lynam, number 20, you got the Athletics, Chad. John Owens, JoJo, number 21, you got the Cleveland Guardians. Shout out to Mr. Hudson. Ashtray Poitra, number 22. Blue Jays. Shout out to all of our Canadians. Chris Notley Bailey, number 23, you got Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Mikey Coban, number Mikey 2, the Rays. In number 24. Matt Kenyon, number 25, somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor's Astros. Boston Bill Cormier, number 26, with the Brew Crew. Shout out to my colorful Cormiers. Julie, Bill. Ashtray, number 27, you got the Fightin' Phillies. Trevor Taylor, number 28, you got the Red Sox. Johnny Ward, number 29, you got the Trolley Dodgers. And Ashtray Poitra got Minnesota. There you go, you legends. If you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list, and if it looks appropriate, can I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know you're ready. Excuse me. Cheers, my friends. Thank you, James Erickson. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Yep, Mrs. Junkwax is working hard back there, so I think she just posted a new Razzie in the PYT 5 Hobby Box Family Break. So if you want to check that out, folks, please feel free to do so. Mikey, too, smacking me with some beautiful bits. Thank you so much, brother. Every bit counts. Thank you, Kirk Noah. Thank you, Johnny Ward. Thank you, Matt Kenyon. Thank you, Mr. Behrman. Beautiful. All right, boys and girls. Excited to have more room in the new studio also. Very nice, Brian Smith. Beautiful, buddy. All right, folks. If you would like to screenshot that list, now is a good time to do so. That's right, Johnny Ward. Shout out to the CEO. Without further ado, 2024 Select Baseball, our third hobby box of such. Good luck, everybody. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I sincerely hope that I find each and every one of you something juicy. Empty box, Legends. Pack number 4 is to the side. All right, folks. Good luck. You know it, Super Grover. We're going to do this in probably 4 or 5 rounds. Good morning, everybody. I see we have a bunch of folks that just rolled up in here. Nice to see you on this terrific Tuesday. If you are new here, as always, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, also known as Junkwax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, starting your morning right with that daily dose of positivity. So if you are new here this morning, my friends, feel free to smack that follow button. And if you're feeling froggy, come on over and join us on Twitch with the whole rest of the fam family. You might even have a free gifted subscription waiting for you. All right, here we go. Marcelo John Mayer. A dollop of Dollander. Holy tie-dye, Batman, for the Washington Nationals. Wow. Johnny Ward. Congratulations, you giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. I believe that one is going to be numbered to 25. Beautiful. We have seen that young man in Stars and Stripes baseball. Yep. 18 out of 25 on the diamond level, Yohanny Morales. Congratulations, buddy. That is sick. Wow. Pedro Martinez. Getting us started. We have a filler. Eric Batanti on the Premier. Andrew Painter. Juan Bin Cho. Jairo Iriarte on the Prism. Spencer Jones for the Pinstripes. Aiden Miller for the Fightin' Phillies on the Premier. Luis Angel Acuna, Clemmy. Mark McGuire on the Blue Prism. For the Athletics, there you go, Chad Lynam, also known as Vaulted Wax. 145 out of 199. Nice. Our first autograph is for the Miami Marlins. And it goes to Ashtray Poitra. Beautiful. And last but not least, a Robert Hassel to go with that 1 of 1 that Jeff Behrman Sr. pulled this morning. Nice first round. And ladies and gentlemen, I freaking love it. We have started another terrific Tuesday morning. Hype train! Thank you so much, Robert Parkinson. Thank you, Johnny Ward, Cesar Mendoza. I appreciate you all so damn much. You already know, my dear friends, if we take this hype train to level 5, we will give away another Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. And if by some act of the universe, my dear friends, we take this hype train to level 10, I will give away a big boy Junkwax Vintage Hitbox this morning. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait to show you what's in that big boy. All right, Legends, we got some sleevers here at a first round. Felicidades and congratulations to Ashtray Poitra, my brother from another mother. Ooh, I need to grab some brand new top loaders, my friends. Give me just a moment. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Mr. Trujillo, good morning. It is nice to see the whole family in here this morning. All right, all right. First card in a top loader. There you go, Ashtray. Nice one, buddy. We are also going to carefully sleeve up that McGuire. Beautiful. Grandpa Brucey with some puppy bits. I love it. Thank you so much, Grandpa Brucey. I always appreciate you, my dude. Especially the puppy bits. Shout out to Lucy, who is slowly but surely getting used to our new place. I think that she thought that we were going to leave her there. The first time we took her over to the new place, she had a little panic attack. She was shaking. She was crying. Like, Lucy, relax, girl. It's just our new house. So that's what leads me to believe that Lucy has probably been taken in and then given away again, because she always thinks we're about to give her away. Pobrecita. All right, here we go. Round 2. Hey, thank you, Ashtray. Would not be able to do it without you, my man. Mr. Ryder, welcome back, bro. You are just in time to see us busted into round 3. And folks, we are at Hype Train level 1, 73%. We have a minute to go. We are almost there. And Ashtray hitting us with a damn near showstopper. Thank you. We got another one. Oh, my Lanta. Boston Bill Cormier. You got one in here that you're going to like, good sir. Hell yeah. Ooh, and we have a little morning wood. All right, round 2. Thomas White, another one for Ashtray and the Marlins. Roberto Alomar for the Santiagans. Bryce Eldridge for the Gigantes. Kevin McGonigal. Something like a phenomenon. We got a filler. Thanks, Panini. Ooh, for my Seattle Mariners, Peanut Butter and Jealous. Colt Emerson on the premiere. Exactly right, Krabby Rob. There you go, buddy. That's right. Exactly. Lombard Jr. Ooh, what do we have here? Connor Norby, rookie for the Marlins. Zach DeLoach, rookie for the White Sox. Shout out to John McDonald. And ladies and gentlemen, the Hype Train pulling into the station at level 1. Ouch, kabibbles. But as always, my dear friends, I am nothing but grateful. As always, I cannot thank you all enough for smacking me with those gifts over here on TikTok and Twitch. It is what helps to keep this family on the rails, and I cannot thank you enough, you legends. Zach DeLoach on the Red Prism, 9th on print to 149. And that one goes to Justin Miller. Mariano Rivera for the Pinstripes. 652 saves. Damn! And there you go, Boston Bill Cormier. On the diamond level, Brock Wilkin, who's a stud prospect for the Brew Crew. There you go, bro. Those diamond levels are kind of like an SP. Nice one, Boston Bill. Also sleeving up the DeLoach. Carlos Beltran for the Royals. Dylan Cruz. Bryce Eldridge on the tricolor. Shout out to Kirk Noah and the Gigantes. Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals on the Sensations. And a little morning wood. James Wood, rookie on the premiere. Nice. Not too shabby on round number 3. 2, excuse me. All right. This is round 3. I hope so, Mikey, too. Ooh. Kevin O'Brien. You got a nice one, too, buddy. How about rookie for our Texas Rangers, Mr. Evan Carter? Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. River Ryan. Colt Keith for the Tigres. On the True Silver rookie. There you go, Mr. Behrman. For the Boston Red Sox, autograph. Luis Tiant. Legend. That is a legend autograph. And that goes to Trevor Taylor. There you go, big man. That's what you get for starting that last Hype Train, you legend. Little Hype Train luck. Wayno on the premiere going to the Cardinals. Josh Noth, Chase Davis, Ventura. I heard animals in there, Ventura. I'm sorry, Mr. Chickadance. I thought you were somebody else. Nice one on the blue. 72nd on print to 199. Keep him away from Noli. Dylan Cruz on the turbocharged. Little filler. And last but not least for the Kansas City Royals, there you go, Kevin O'Brien. Premier, Bo Jackson. And you already know, when you find the bow, you sleeve the bow. Bo knows, the Junkwax Vintage Card Club. All right, everybody, we got a couple of sleevers here. And we got to bust into round 4 and our pack number 4s. And ladies and gentlemen, it is getting close to Red's Burrito time over here in Austin, Texas. So, we are going to say last call from the shop. If you wanted to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, now would be a perfect time to do so. Otherwise, we will be back here tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And keep in mind, my dear friends, you are more than welcome. Actually, I implore you, and I appreciate it when you pre-order. So when you purchase products from junkwaxvintage.com before I actually go live, that is incredibly helpful. So I want to give a shout out to Mr. Behrman Sr., who did that today. It allows us to plan around the family rips, like I have said before. So I'm always very, very grateful when you do that, my friends. Thank you so, so much. All right, little last round magic. Here we go. Ooh, we have another diamond level. Typically only get 2 per hobby box. We got 3. Nice. Starting off with a Gigante Bryce Eldridge. Jim Palmer, old Blue Eyes. Alex Rodriguez on the True Silver. Marcelo John Mayer on the Turbocharged. Triantos for the Cubbies on your Premier level. The Gibber Bob Gibson. Donnie Baseball for the Pinstripes. There you go. Josh Noth on the White Prism for the Brew Crew. There you go, Boston Bill Cormier. Beautiful. Oh, wow. On the Relic, Bobby D. Mercer. M-E-R-C-E-R. He is M-U-R-C-E-R. And that one goes to the Pinstripes. That is pretty. Cody Durr, congratulations, my friend. And last but not least, take Bobby Thompson, take my best friend Bo. Old Bobby Thompson for the New York Gigantes on the diamond level. Nice. All right, we got to sleeve up the Bobby Mercer. Going to Mr. Cody Durr. Shout out to Cody if you were here this morning, big man. And we are down to those fabled pack number 4s. Those white prisms are so damn cool. Probably my favorite out of all the parallels is the white prism. I just think they're really unique. Actually, you know what? Let's top load that. Oh, my Lanta! That is first on print to 99. How about another little casual Tuesday morning bookend, my dear friends? And there you go, Boston Bill Cormier and the Brew Crew. First on print to 99. Daddy likey. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Little housekeeping. That's better. All right, legends.
One day on and one to go.
Damn right, Danny Rendon. Nate the Great, good morning, brother. And Krabby Rob, if you're taking off this morning, my friend, have a wonderful Tuesday. I hope to see you back here tonight, buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Rob. Oh, we got a mean Wong. It is the fault of the Wang. I should cut this thing off. I'm just kidding. That is the craziest thing I've ever said. Shout out to Leon Phelps. All right, starting with Mr. Behrman. Colt Keith for the Tigers. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Cheers. Broast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Better. Colt Keith. A-Rod, so nice. We have seen him twice. How about a tricolor Roman Anthony for the Bo Sox? Nice one. Trevor Taylor. Wrong button.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Nice one, buddy. Oh, hell yeah. That one's going straight into the pre-grade pile. Thank you so much, Trevor Taylor. Cade Horton Heat. Something like a phenomenon. How about the Mean Wang? Sheen Mean Wong on the Premier. Kyle Teal, another Bo Sock. Bryce Matthews, somebody bang a trash can. Old Blue Eyes Jim Palmer on the tricolor. Oh, wow. Almost last card Magic. Marcelo John Mayer to 10. Holy crapola. Trevor Taylor. Junkwax! Nasty! Wow. Gold Sensations? Marcelo John Mayer. Damn, brother. 8 out of 10. Gotta love pack number 4s, am I right? Or am I right? Holy cow, buddy. That one goes in a brand new 55er. Whew. Hell of a way to end the break there, buddy. And last but not least, you got some Silas for the Orioles. There you go, my dear friends. Another juicy Junkwax Vintage Family break in the books. For those of you that did not hit cards, I am so sorry, my friends. Every now and then that does happen. But remember, nobody goes home empty-handed here. So we typically put in a pack for you if you end up not getting cards. But luckily, that doesn't happen very often. All right, my dear friends, if you would allow me just a moment, we're going to do a quick little recap of that magnificent little hobby box. Congratulations. Trevor Taylor. Pulling it out right at the end there, buddy. Nice. That Roman Anthony tricolor is magnificent. Your number to 10, Marcelo John Mayer on the Sensations. We have a tricolor Jim Palmer for the Orioles. For the Giants, Bobby Thompson on the diamond level. Ventura for the White Sox to 199. Bo Jackson on the Premier. Bryce Eldridge for the Gigantes on the tricolor. Zach DeLoach for the White Sox. I believe that one is numbered to 299. Nope, 149 on that one. Sorry. And then Brock Wilkin for the Brew Crew on the diamond level. And then Josh Knopf going to Boston Bill Cormier on the white prism, first on print to 99. Nate, I have had a soundboard, my man, but now you can actually hear the sounds over here on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you've noticed the show has changed just a little bit, right? So now you get to see the same show that the folks on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube get to see. How about another Boston Red Sox? Luis Tiant. Trevor Taylor, you just murdered that break, buddy. You got yourself an autograph, a card number to 10, and the Roman Anthony tricolor. Yohanny Morales, number to 25 on the tie-dye, going to the Nationals. And that is Johnny Ward. Mark McGuire for the Athletics to 199 on the blue. 145 out of 199, and that one goes to Chad Lynam, also known as Vaulted Wax. For the Miami Marlins, going to Ashtray Poitra, Dylan Head, and Bobby Mercer for Cody Durr and the Pinstripes. Finishing that one off. And that one is not numbered on the Sparks. Very nice, my dear friends. If you would allow me just a moment for a little housekeeping, I'm going to put all these beautiful cards into a safe place. And of course, if you want to pre-grade any of these, my friends, I would ask that you do that as soon as you can, so I can pull them for you and they don't accidentally get sent to you. Because as always, my friends, you know, we try to get your cards out to you as soon as we can, but we write a fine line, because I know some of you will send in your pre-grading a couple of days after we do the rip. There has been a couple of situations where we have already sent out the cards, so it's always very, very helpful if you get those pre-grades in as soon as you can. Thank you in advance, my dear friends. Excuse me. Alrighty. I will be right back. All right. Whew! What a Tuesday morning, you legends. Goodness gracious. We found some seriously magnificent cards in there, my dear friends. Hell of a way to start the week. Hell of a way to end our last Tuesday morning show here from the old studio. Excuse me. All right, legends. I'm going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this terrific Tuesday morning, because it is almost Red's burrito time, my dear friends. Oh, hell yeah. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Trevor Taylor, I sincerely appreciate you getting in those pre-grades ASAP, my man. That makes my life just a little bit easier, and I cannot thank you enough, buddy. Excited to get those underneath a microscope. And again, my friends, I will remind you, I appreciate all of you in advance, because pre-grading has suffered a little bit because of our move. Because typically I pre-grade during the day, right? And a lot of you know that in between shows, all of my time has been dedicated to taking runs over to the new house. So as soon as we get into that new studio next week, my friends, I will come right back to pre-grading with a vengeance, and we'll get all caught up. So I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, folks. Thank you. And you already know that your cards are very, very safe and sound here. So all the pre-graded cards, just FYI, I'm actually taking them over by hand. So I have a contraption that has drawers in it, and I have all your cards top-loaded, protected, and I'm going to take it over there in the front seat of my car solo. That does not go into U-Haul. That will not even be here when we're moving all the big stuff. So just always want to be transparent with you there, folks. Miss Melody. Good morning, Melly P. Huzzah. How you doing, young lady? And thank you so much for smacking the resub button for a solid year. 12 months, Miss Melly P. Wow. I am astonished. So as I have said before, my friends, and I will say it again, time flies when you're hanging out with your best friends. Melody, we have been friends for a year. Wow. That is amazing. Brian Smith, I see you. Vinny Blanc, good morning, my man. He says, do you only pre-grade what you have opened, or do people send you cards to pre-grade? They do. Yep. They send me cards to pre-grade. Thank you so much, Jeffro. Absolutely right, Trevor Taylor. Yep. Trio Dad, good morning, my dude. TJ Stovall, hope you're having a wonderful morning, you legend. All right, folks. We are current up there in the shop. What a Tuesday morning, everybody. Goodness gracious. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for starting the morning the right way. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for being my friend. I appreciate you. I missed you all this weekend. Oh, beautiful, Vinny Blanc. Looking forward to it, my man. Thank you. Hey, Miss Melly, that sounds awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. That will probably be the second thing that we rip during our PM show, because Timbo T-Wood has a soccer box. So we'll start with Timbo, and then we'll get into your Skybox Metal Universe hockey. And thank you for snagging that down from the website there, Melly P. I hope you had a magnificent spring break, Melody, and I'm glad to have you back safe, my dear. Kirk Noah, bro. I could not agree more, right? Goodness gracious, on your 10-10, beautiful Gerangelo Seath J perfect game autograph, buddy. That is like, it could be like a family heirloom now, dude. If that was my card, that is exactly what I would do. I would keep that forever. Because we have a hunch that that kid's going to be a big one, right? Robert Parkinson, have a magnificent remainder of your morning. TJ Stovall, it is always damn good to see you, you legend. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday, buddy. Shout out to you and Ember Lisa and the Wolf. I love what you're doing over there, buddy, by the way. Kudos to you, TJ. I see you. Danny Rendon says, is Dalen a 10-10? If I had to grade myself, I would say probably just like Jeff Rose, Mike Trout. I would say an 8.5 on the card, 9 on the autograph. Thank you for asking, buddy. Hey, Kirk Noah, looking forward to it, you legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kirk Noah, I will always be transparent with you, buddy. Just to let you know, I am not the big lot of cards that you sent me to pre-grade. I had to make a tough decision that I'm actually keeping it sealed until we get over to the new house, just to let you know. So just want to keep you updated on that one, buddy. I want to keep that one safe and sound, and then when we get over to the new studio, we'll bust into that one. So thank you again, my dear friends, for another terrific Tuesday morning here in the front yard. I am already chomping at the bit. Very much looking forward to seeing you back here tonight after dinner, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate you, big man. Thank you, James Erickson. Hey, TJ, I would love to, buddy. Yes, junkwaxvintage@gmail.com. All one word, no punctuation, no spaces. Looking forward to it, brother. Happy to help, always. And speaking of always, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I need you to go out there on this terrific Tuesday and do me a solid. Could you do me a favor? I need you to go out there today, my dear friends, and when you use that inner monologue, because we all do me a solid and say nice things to yourself today. Try to pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down. I struggle with that also. Always remember, my friends, that your thoughts become your actions, and your actions become your life. So you got to keep up here clean. At least try your damnedest to anyway. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. I know what you're going to say. But Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they make it difficult to treat them as I would want to be treated. I get it. Unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially our card hobby, at times, can be chock full of a-holes. We're all set in the a-hole department. We're full. We don't need any more. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And my friends, my family, you can be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. And doggone it. Lastly, practice that attitude of gratitude, my dear friends. Always remember, folks, and I never apologize for the redundancy, there are hundreds of thousands of people out there, possibly millions of people right this second, that are out there drinking dirt. They're eating leather. You know what I mean? They don't have food. They're not even worried about money. They're worried about basic needs. And if you're living in North America, my dear friends, your basic needs are covered like a mamma jamma, typically. So, it does not matter how bad you think your day is going. It does not matter how bad you think your life is going, folks. Do your damnedest to formulate a list of things that you are grateful for. Because on every day, my friends, of course, that list is longer than others. But there's always a list. So I'll help you. If you've got a roof over your head, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got children that have 10 fingers, 10 toes, and ears and eyes that work, if you've got a job, if you've got a card community that loves you, right, and cares about you, there's 5. Whatever is on your list today, my friends, I hope you find it, and I hope you hang on to it. Let it motivate you, keep you going. So please, as always, my friends, be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, practice that attitude of gratitude, and I will see all of you handsome and beautiful human beings later tonight after dinner, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to hit you with a brand new outro, my friends. Enjoy. Thank you as always, everybody. Bye-bye.
Brian Smith with his blades, slicing through the scene. Wax-packed dreams, a cardboard fiend. Marquise, not Marquise. Got that finesse, flipping cards, sharp minds. He's breaking the stress. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits, dreamers collide. In the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide. Melody's got that hockey, Gretzky on ice. She knows the rare pulls, the cards are precise. Rachel stacks her deck, pulling breaks with flair. The vintage wave rising, the community's care. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits, dreamers collide. In the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide. Boxes stacked like skyscrapers high. Trading tales of rookies who fly.
Ooh, yeah.
A gem in 10 or a cornered crease.
This is the coolest
Every
thing I have ever
card's a
seen.
journey, a masterpiece. Underneath the gloss lies the heart and soul, the thrill of the hunt, the collector's goal. Brian, Mark, Melody, Rachel on call. Together we rise, cause the hobby's for all.
Love you all so damn much. Go out there today and make it a great Tuesday, my friends. I'm confident you will. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Nate the Great. Thank you, Brian Smith. Thank you, Danny Rendon. Trevor Taylor. Mikey. Danny Rendon. Brian Smith.
Melody, Rachel on call. Together we rise, cause the hobby's for all.
I see you, Trevor Taylor. Your day's coming, you legend.
I am humble in general.
Ooh, yeah.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop. When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all. And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob. Oh, wow. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
My friends, my family, on this terrific Tuesday morning, you already know it deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God.
Dumbass.
Giggity, giggity.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo! I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Grayson King, our thin blue line, coming in at the last second, smacking Danny Rendon with that free 1-month subscription. Thank you, Gray. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go follow our buddy Mr. Brian Smith, please feel free to. I love that dude. Have a magnificent Tuesday, my dear friends, and we'll see you after dinner. Thank you again for another terrific Tuesday morning. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around.